GCXpo 2024 continues here at Area X.O. I'm with Nick with Independent Robotics. Nick, let's talk about your company. And you know we're going to get to this little robot behind you there in just a second, but talk about your company and what you do.
So we're a robotics and AI company based in Montreal. We focus on underwater robotics with things like our Aqua2 AUV and also on data analytics and reporting. So taking a lot of raw data that a robot collects and just extracting the insights that you really care about from that big pile of raw data.
Okay, so as I understand it, Independent Robotics also takes AI and brings it into the physical world. Is that when you're talking about taking that data and turning it into that raw information that you need?
So it's a mix. It means enabling robots like the Aqua to be more intelligent when they're deployed. So when it's out in the water collecting that data autonomously, it's making decisions about where to go, what to do, what to look at, and what things it should be focusing on. And then it also means when it comes back to the surface, the data you get is processed in an intelligent way, and actually you get those insights that I was talking about before.
Can you give us a sample? Talk about this underwater robot. And I'm wondering why underwater would be so much easier if it could just go on land. I can imagine even all the more research that needs to go into creating a robot that can manage and handle itself underwater.
So underwater is a really interesting domain. It's challenging and it's hard to do things in, but it also is a really important one. You know, like so much of the world is covered in water and so many industries rely on marine environments and marine ecosystems to actually function properly. It's also an environment that's really challenging for humans. So it's dangerous for divers to go underwater. People get hurt fairly often in some of the applications we're targeting, and we're trying to make it safer and more efficient for those people, basically.
Okay, and can we talk about the movement here? And this is it essentially swimming right now? Is that what?
Exactly. So it's going through a sequence of maneuvers right now. So right now it'll be rolling to kind of orient itself in a different direction. Right now it's going through just a canned sequence, kind of demonstrating the different types of movements it's capable of. Wherever the flippers are oscillating, that's kind of the direction the force is going. So right now it would be rolling kind of like this. Now it's kind of rolling the other way in the other direction.
And then how does it gather all the information? Are there cameras, sensors?
In the front, we have a collection of stereo cameras. So right in these windows in the front, there's a pair there. And on the back, we have another camera that can be used for pointing down, or if you're surveying over a region, you basically look down at what's below you. And then we also have a kind of sensor module configuration system where you can plug in different things depending on what you want to collect. So that can include things like sonar data. It can include localization sensors like a GPS or something like that. And also things like water quality, so like temperature, dissolved oxygen, all kinds of stuff like that.
So Independent Robotics, what has it been like working and partnering with your end users? What has the commentary been so far working with them?
I think it's been positive. You know, I think it's kind of that idea of grounded AI. There's a lot of really cool results you see of like the kind of cutting edge, newest AI developments, but they're kind of these things in a web browser that don't really apply to real life. And so the challenge is all about basically taking those new tools and applying them to real problems that real people are facing. And so it's a really rewarding kind of area to work in where you get to apply that stuff to the real problems.
Rewarding and exciting as well.
Exactly. And cool stuff like diving with a robot is always fun.
So cool. Nick, thank you so much for your time. Independent Robotics, based in Montreal, I might add. You mentioned that earlier on. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. All the best.